Well, hello everyone. It is day 7. We made it through the first week of Black History, where we're celebrating Black History 365 and sometimes 366. All right, today we're staying in West Africa and we're looking at the role of what is known as a griot. So this is an example. This is someone who is a griot. A griot is essentially the voice and memory of a people. Like I said, this is a West African society. So you have from Nigeria to Senegal. They all have griots. And they are storytellers. They recount the history, the culture, the history that includes the exploits of their leaders, whether the chiefs or kings. Without the griot, all of that history would be erased. Now, West Africa had an oral tradition, which means that they didn't write down their histories. It was told orally. And the griot was the main person who did it. Now, the role of the griot has changed over time. They've gone from being this storyteller to also genealogists, counsels, advisors to the leaders, entertainers, all of that. And they still exist today. Now, the role or the job of a griot is one that it's inherited. So it's usually that their father was a griot, and then the father taught them, and then the father's father was a griot who taught the father. So it was an inherited role. You do have mainly men, but women or little girls could also learn under their tutelage of their father as griots, but probably because of their family obligations, they weren't able to really do the traveling necessary to become a full griot. Now, to be a griot, you have to have an extraordinary memory because you're keeping all of this information in your head, right? You have to be able to recount it and then also tell these long stories and do it in a musical format, because in order to be a griot, you also have to be musically inclined. The griot, when they're telling their stories, they play this instrument. It's called a kora, right? So they're playing the instrument and they're telling the story. You can't separate the music from the history. And so it all goes together. So in order to be a griot, you have to be able to do both. You have to be able to have this extensive memory and also be musically inclined. And so the griots will tell these epic stories using music. And it's very similar to what Homer did with the Iliad and the Odyssey. So the griots are very special, so much so that they're actually almost considered like another ethnic group because of their role. And then when they die, it's said that it's like a library burning. So that's how critical they are to the culture and memory of their society. Today, the griots now use modern technology or entertainment, so they'll be on TV or recording an album telling the stories of their people. They're still very much feared and respected by their society. So today we celebrate the griot, the memory, giving the memory and the history of their people. If you like this content, be sure to like it and share it and subscribe so you never miss a new Black History fact. Until next time, take care.